November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country.
It is time for a new generation of leadership in America.
I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election.
Both leading candidates right now will be in their 80s.
For months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, watch me. Then
With the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with if we finally beat Medicare.
There are at least some House Democrats who were gathered tonight watching this together, talking to the White House about having him step down.
Look what happened.
Shots have rung out at a rally where President Trump was addressing the crowd.
They have extended the security perimeter around the Republican National Convention, which is set to get underway tomorrow.
In that iconic photo of him coming up, all we have to do is show that.
President Joe Biden has decided to drop out of the 2024 race.
I decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America.
Kamala Harris. It's up, good debate.
I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country.
It is important that we move forward, that we turn the page.
Both candidates presenting vastly different closing arguments.
We're running out of ways to say close, tight, even, right? Either candidate can win.
We're going to unleash a golden age of prosperity.
These guys are creepy and, yes, just weird as hell.
And we will make America great again.
And when we fight, we win!
CBS News, America Decides, Election 2024.
It's 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Welcome to our America Decides election night coverage. I'm Lindsey Reiser.
And I'm Vladimir. We are live from Studio 57 right here in the heart of New York City. And folks, as you know, this has been an election year like no other, with a former president convicted of multiple felonies, facing even more indictments, and threatened by 2 assassination attempts.
And he's facing a historic vice presidential nominee who has only been at the top of her party's ticket for 107 days. Of course, after President Biden stepped aside from the race in July. And America faces what could be a long counting of votes in a country that is deeply divided and anxious about the outcome.
So in our electoral college system, the path to 270 could come down to 7 battleground states. We've talked about them all cycle long, have we not, Lindsey? We're talking about, of course, Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia.
You'll be hearing about them early and often tonight, and our team of CBS News correspondents and reporters are spread out across the country. We are counting down to the first batch of exit polling as well, where we'll get a look at what is on the minds of voters. That'll come at 5 p.m. Eastern, but what a team.
What a team indeed, and more than 85 million of you have already voted early, and of course, millions more will make their way to the polls today and throughout the evening. So let us begin in those critical states with our senior White House correspondent, Weijia Jiang, who's joining us now from Philadelphia. Weijia, it's great to see you. Happy Election Day. Let's talk about why the Keystone State is so critical tonight for both campaigns.
Vlad and Lindsey, it is great to be with you. Well, it is the biggest battleground state, and that means it has the biggest number of electoral votes up for grabs.